What's up, y'all? It's the Macism with another WWE live stream. I tried to get on here Friday or Saturday. It was hot here. Got distracted with other stuff. Got lazy. It sucks being. It's like shit. I'm gonna be 50 this year, and I'm feeling it, man. It's like if I go back 7 years ago, I felt pretty good. Typical aches and pains. But your body does age every 7 years. And yeah, I got to be a lot more active than I am. So I've been doing my best to get out the house, get some exercise, things like that. I still need to be out longer than my typical, 45 minutes to an hour doing my daily walks. I need to be out on my feet doing a lot more because yeah, I just need to. Because it's like, ugh, it's like I gained weight, I lost weight, and my metabolism slowed down. So it's like I got to get back on that fasting, water, stay away from carb that I did back in 2019 when I had my health scare. So I got to go back to that grind. Like I said, I've been going through a lot of shit. Ever since my dad passed away, we had a roommate here. She's like an aunt to me, and her eldest son died, and we grew up together. That kind of ate me alive. You know, Seeing, my grandma struggle with her health, and things like that, really messed with my head. My mental health wise was screwed up. And then the GameStop I was working at closed. The store closed. So I've been back trying to do, my art. I got to fix my printer so I can scan my art again, get it up on the internet. Probably takes, go back to taking commissions. Um, as far as me selling my artist convention, ooh, the prices of getting tables at conventions are ridiculous. I used to be a regular at Stockton Con every year, but it costs almost $250 to get a little six by six table for Stockton Con. And it's like, and you only got 2 days to make up the cost of that table. And it's like the only way you're gonna feel good about selling at a con if you at least, I would say, to be content, make double. You gotta make double. You gotta walk out with at least double. So I gotta make 500 just to be like the trip was somewhat worthwhile. You know, and even then, if you counter if I stay at a hotel, car, gas, those factor in the cost, whether I have to, buy more prints, do new artwork, that's another cost. So it's like, yeah, things are a little bit tough. I'm trying to just keep my spirits up. Um, but yeah, as far as the FGC drama, I got into it on got into it on the comments, but it was pretty cordial for what it was. Nothing too heated. Like I said, you get older, you get wiser, you know how to talk and explain yourself to people and things you argue about, on the internet. You don't have to personally attack any people. You don't have to insult people's intelligence. It took me a while to learn that because I was very, very good at it and very obnoxious about it because a lot of people would come at me sideways and say stupid shit. But like I said, when you get older, you get wiser. And, sometimes you just need to just lay out all your facts and try not to take things so personal. So I don't want to go crazy deep because I don't want to give the whole backstory. I could just tell you the channels to go to watch the whole story unfold. But these two members of the FGC, I know Roofer Monger. I follow his channel. I also follow the other guy involved in it, Mike Hollow. But he's the one that's not really a part of the beef. It's between Roofer Monger and this guy named Clayton. Him and Clayton, I guess, got a beef going back almost 10 years over something in the Dragon Ball Fighters community. They had some beef and it got personal. They're talking shit about people's families and, I guess Rufo Munger, the guy, I guess Clayton, that was going through cancer, and Roofer was being an asshat about it on social media, talking about, oh, you ain't got cancer and all this other shit. But then Clayton isn't totally innocent either, because Roofer he lost both of his parents. His mom died, I guess, years ago, and then recently, like about a week ago, his father passed away. And so, yeah, Roofer has no parents. And you know, when a beef is personal, is when there's what do you call, no restraints on how far you will go to put the other person down or put them in their place. And things were said, both sides fire shot at each other. And when it comes to personal beef, one side is going to try to bury the other by any means necessary. I don't know if this is true. All I know is what was said behind the scenes. Everybody has their own stories and own takes. Like I said, I have no personal stake in the beef. And so it's been rumored that, Roofer has enough clout and power that he tried to silence Clayton and all this other shit. And then on the other side, Clayton posted over 80 plus videos saying shit about Roofer. So long story short, that just gives you a brief background of the personal beef between these two dudes that's been going on for 10 years. And so Mike Hollow, I guess on social media, somebody mentioned about Mike Hollow, says something, and Roofer, pretty much called Mike Hollow, his content, fucking grifting. And Mike Hollow, I watch his content because he's very articulate, when he discusses things, but he's known for addressing and mediating drama in the FGC. Basically, if there's anything scandalous or underhanded, or if he feels people have been mistreated or something, he will take on the fight. He will either try to mediate things, or he'll do some digging and investigate things to help somebody out. And so, where Mike Hollow screwed up is he saw that post that Roofer did, talking shit about Mike Hollow's content. And Mike Hollow told me in the comments that, he reported about, the whole drama like 6 months ago. So I guess, Roofer felt about, Mike Hollow's content before this whole incident, but he just made it publicly known that he does not like or care about Mike's content and called it fucking grifting. And so, Mike did a video in response to that social media post where I guess he just tore into Roofer and all this other stuff. And the thing about Mike Hollow is he can come off snarky, articulate, which is a fine. Those are like two prime examples of narcissism. I admit it. He's probably a narcissist. He is, You gotta be a narcissist of any time you can cover everybody else's drama and act like you yourself shit don't stink. You gotta have a shred of narcissistic tendencies. And so basically he did his video capping on Roofer. It is what it is. It's FGC drama. If anybody's going to come at you sideways publicly, and especially if you got a channel, and if you're known for drama, of course you're going to make a video about it. So that's what Mike Hollow did. And then I think, a few days later or a day later, Mike Hollow did a video with Clayton and brought him on so Clayton can air all his grievances. Right after that video, he popped off on Roofer. And so it's like Mike Hollow, and it's like the drama's been building. It's age-old drama that fucking Mike Hollow reignited because, like I said, Roofer publicly, openly said shit about Mike Hollow and his content. And so he's been on a smear campaign, and during the smear campaign, Roofer on his channel, he told people that, his father's passed away, and that's why he's been kind of a dick online. Which is understandable. Grief makes you do stupid, dumb things. And, he even posted a photo at his father's funeral and his casket and everything. So the dude's grieving right now. And so Mike Hollow just chose the wrong time to dunk on a man while he's down. And Mike is having no chill with the dunking. So I guess Clayton saw Mike Hollow's video and decided to say, hey, Mike Hollow, I got a whole bunch of this dude. Let me do a video so I can let you know about this dude's dirt. So Mike Hollow, sees an opportunity, did a video. And so I guess the drama has been unfolding and getting a little bit bigger, and it got some noise that another channel I watched called Button Check decided to do a thing on it. I watched a quarter of the video, and right now everybody's going like scorched earth on Roofermonger, and not knowing the whole story and not realizing that everything that's going on is pretty petty and childish, which is a lot of FGC beefs. It's like you got two grown men who don't like each other taking shots at each other, and then you got a one dude who had an issue with one of the guys saying stuff about his content, so he decided, you know what, I seize an opportunity. I'm going to try to take some shots at this guy too, using this personal beef with the other guy as ammo. Because really, personally, Mike Hollow really has no issues with Roofermonger. Really, I don't think so. He even stated that he really has no issues. But like I said, when you're dealing with a guy who has a channel, who's known for drama, who's also, quite a little narcissistic, he's going to get his get back. It's like you publicly said something about him, and somebody told him, and he's a drama channel. He's gonna talk about some drama. So I went on the Butter Check channel. I offered my 2 cents, saying, both sides of the whole thing is petty. It's like earlier today, Roofermonger addressed the drama because it's just been building and building and building. And I think once he realized it reached Button Check, that is like, oh God, it's like, I better say something. I can't stay quiet about it, because really Roofermonger has been quiet about it this whole time, pretty much. And it's like, but he has to say something about it. He had to get his side of the story out. He also owned up to his immaturity and stuff going on, what was going on concerning the things. He owned up to his fault and the role he played into it. So I think he was man enough to do that, at least. You got to give a man his flowers for owning up to, contributing to the drama. Because it's really his drama, not other dude's drama. Mike Hollow really shouldn't be planting his flag in this drama, to be honest. He shouldn't be planting his flag in this drama. And so Roofermonger, he did that. He left it up on the community. He said, look, he's like, if you still hate me, whatever. He's like, if you still ride with me, great. I think, him right now, he is, he's still grieving. And right now, he really doesn't care. Whether you hate him or not, he's just like, I'm grieving right now. I'm still trying to do my thing, trying to post my content, live my life. And it's like, while somebody's trying to put a smear campaign about him in the FGC. And it's like, and I knew, I said in the comments that it's pretty obvious what Mike Hollow's doing. He's trying to capitalize and trying to use somebody else's beef to fuel his comeback and get somebody who says something about him on social media. It's like you can put two and two together. It's obvious. But you know what happens in the FGC? People take sides. And so far, everybody is, majority is hating on Roofermonger because they're trying to make it like Roofermonger just this heinous, underhanded thing, and he's trying to stop, Clayton from doing things. It's like, oh, how dare you say a person who's going through cancer don't have cancer and all this other stuff. And it's like, based on what people are saying is bad, is real bad. But for me, what I know about personal beefs, and not even having personal beef with somebody, but just knowing that somebody is having an issue with you, who is openly out to get you, how nasty people can be. I had people try to cancel me over some bullshit numerous times in the 2010s. And, I also deal, with health issues in my family and things like that. But I'm not the person to hold grudges. I never forget. But, But I do try to forgive and I do try to move on. It's like I can't be mad for long. I'll be mad at the moment. I might stew over things for a few days. And hell, I might think of something that'll get me mad at the moment, like years later. But after, the anger goes away. I get over it, pretty quickly. It's like I admit I can be petty, but I choose to be petty in the moment. And I think that's what Mike did. He got petty in the moment, but now he's holding on to that pettiness and taking a step further and trying to bury somebody while they're grieving. I was like, look, the timing of this sucks, and it could just kill your credibility as a drama channel if you're trying to go after somebody who's grieving and using that person's personal beef with somebody else to fuel your hate campaign. That just comes off as extreme pettiness. I mean, extreme pettiness. It's like, Rufamonger, I think he's in his early 40s. I don't know how old Mike Hollow is. I'm thinking he's in his late 20s or in his 30s. And it's like, you got two grown men, actually three now, because if you have the other person in the personal beef, the other guy, not Rufamonger. I think Rufamonger let a lot of that bullshit go. He just avoids the guy, have no contact with him. He don't even talk about the guy. But Rufamonger's been living rent-free in that other guy's head, Clayton's head, for a while. That dude has posted numerous videos about this stuff. I guess that Rufamonger has did to him. But all I know when it comes to personal beefs, or even just basic beefs, I'm Gen X. I grew up in the hood. Personal beefs are either handed in a fight or someone getting shot. Okay? I grew up in those times, the 80s and 90s, the gangbanging era. So when people have personal beef, some people got their ass kicked or they got shot. Either way, somebody was going to end up in the hospital. But petty beef over some fighting game community drama and concerning like content creation, yeah, that is some petty childish bullshit, especially from one dude who's like in his 40s and one dude who's probably like in his late 20s, early 30s. It's like, bro. But I admit, Mike Hollow, he has a drama channel, so that's how he gets paid through YouTube. That's what gives him the most engagement, on his channel. So it's like I don't hate him for that, because it is what it is. It just is what it is. I have no hate. I have no hate for him, even though he did try to come at me sideways in the comments saying, oh, you're calling what we're doing high school level bullshit. Is like, yeah, to me, who's a 49-year-old man who's seen a fair share of drama, personal beefs, and bullshit, yes, I'm calling it for what it is. It's bullshit. It's bullshit, high school level bullshit. I see, like I said, I grew up in a time where, like I said, you know how I knew quite a few kids. I lived in the era where you got shot for wearing the wrong color in the neighborhood. You got shot for wearing expensive shoes walking at night. Somebody would kill you for your starter jack or your starter jacket. So it's like, I've seen real shit. I heard real shit. And for you guys to just bitch and moan over this kind of bullshit, yeah. I get it, though. It's like I went through, the problem of my FGC time, having dumb arguments and things like that. Things get heated. Some people take it personal. Like I said, there's a lot of passion in the FGC fighting game community, especially when it comes to your reputation as a player. And then when you throw YouTube in, and if you're trying to make FGC-related content, you're trying to compete with everybody else, trying to get an audience, all that other shit. You can't have people just hating on your brand because, if you're trying to make money and a living off it. So I get it. I understand it. But at the same time, you got to know when to disengage and let shit go. It's like you can't just let that shit fester. And so I went into the comments and basically I thought I was going to get, surprisingly, people, read my stuff. They were pretty civil about it. I was just explaining, why I felt it was. Even the guy, Clayton, the guy who has the personal beef with Rufamonger, he came in and addressed my comments. He was like, how are you going to say I'm not innocent and all this other stuff? I said, look, man, I said, I have no personal stake in your drama. I said, that is between you and him. I said, what really you guys are going through is really none of my business, but you guys have put it all over the internet. I said, you even have another guy helping you out, talking about the drama, spreading the drama. And it's like, bro, I told him, I suggest he just let it go. I said, you got screwed over. I said, that happened 10 years ago. I said, yeah, people feel about you some kind of way. I said, but you could have let this go years ago. I said, look, if the FGC isn't giving you love, find something else to do. Get out of it. People, if you got canceled out of certain community because of personal beef and drama that you yourself was a participant in, then maybe you should either lie low, be quiet, and take yourself out of the community, come around and just build up your brand from the ground up once again. Start all over. You got no real excuses. And I told him I have no ill will towards him. I told him that, I wish the best, for him in life and for his health. Like I said, joking about people or lying about people, saying people lying about their cancer diagnosis, that's not funny. That's not some funny shit. I got 3, cancer survivors in my family. My dad died from complications from cancer, a couple of years ago. So it's like, that's not something, to laugh about. And if Roofamonger has done so, then that's bad on Roofamonger. He's just as bad in this whole thing. Like I said, both sides are childish and petty. I am not taking no side. I'm just calling the drama for what it is. Childish and petty, high school level BS. It's high school level bullshit. But, some people will treat it like, oh, this is the juiciest bit of scuttlebutt going on in the FGC right now because Mike Hollow just blew it up bigger than it needed to be. Because he just wants, the dude says shit about it on social media. Mike Hollow's like, oh, you don't realize that we have, dirt on you. We got 10 years of dirt on you. But it's like, I don't think Roofamonger really cares. It's like, he aired his grievances. The other guy got 80-plus videos on this channel about the bullshit. I think a lot of people who knows the bullshit don't really cares about the bullshit. It's just personal beef. That is between them two. That is between them two. If they don't like each other, that's fine. That is perfectly fine. That is fine for them to not like each other. They don't have to like each other. But I just find it that Mike Hollow just using this bullshit as a way to just bury Roofamonger, because Roofamonger, said Mike Hollow content was grifting on social media. It's like, Mike, you're not fooling anybody. It's like, I'm subbed to Mike Hollow's channel. I'm subbed to Roofamonger channels. I think they provide entertaining content. I think they both provide entertaining content for what it is. It's like, but at the same time, I found, what Mike did was like, oh, wow. It's like, no, it's like, I know he's a drama channel. And it's like, I know he can be a little bit petty. He can be petty, but I didn't know his level of pettiness. He was so petty in the comments that he tried to use emotional blackmail against me in the comments. He was like, bro, how could you think this way? It's like, he said, I pray to God nothing happens to you or your family where if you get sick and people think lying about your sickness. I'm like, motherfucker. I said, that is some emotional blackmail bullshit. I said, dude, I had people sick. I had people die. I said, I've been sick. So it was like, okay, what kind of bullshit is that? What does that have to do, with, what you're trying to do here? He's trying to mostly blackmail me in the comments saying, oh my God, you're insane. How you feel this way? You need to be hating on Roofamonger. I'm like, why? What him and that dude had was personal beef. It had nothing to do with me. It had nothing to do with Mike Hollow. It had nothing to do with anybody else. It was between him and that dude. And with personal beef, you don't really have winners and losers. You just have survivors. But the fact of the matter is, whatever Roofamonger did behind the scenes, I guess screwed the other guy over. But I think the other guy over kind of screwed himself because Rufamonger lived rent-free in that guy's head for a decade. I mean, it's been recorded that that dude did over 80 videos of the drama between him and Rufamonger. So, you know, that's pretty damn obsessive. That is some obsessive mental health problems, you know, things. If you're doing 80 plus videos about a visual who you feel screwed you over. It's like, shit, I've been screwed over. Yeah, I admit, I can vent. I admit, I can be petty and vent, but I'm not gonna do like no fucking 80 videos about the matter. Shoot, you'll get one, and that's probably it. I'm one and done. I spoke my piece. I vented. I got it out of my system. I'm good. I will go on living the next fucking day. But yeah. So the FGC drama is crazy. I've seen pettier shit in the fighting game community before. I guess Mike Hollow thought I was just gonna just bend the knee. He tried to use emotional blackmail, try to appeal to my feelings. It was like, bro, I have no feelings with this. I said, this is somebody else's beef. I have no personal feelings or personal stake in this drama because it's not mine. I don't care. It's like, I offered an opinion on it. And my opinion was both sides are bad, both sides are wrong, and both sides are petty and being childish. It's some high school level bullshit. It is. It is what it is. That's not to say I haven't engaged in high school level bullshit, because I've had. You know, nobody's perfect. Everybody has their moments where they need a fucking Snickers. You know, things will get said. Feelings are going to get hurt. But, you know, to keep the peace, you know, you got to move on. Because otherwise, people are going to just think you're crazy. You know, that's how I learned my harsh lessons. I used to harp on shit and everything, but, like, people, they don't like people who always come off as a perpetual victim. They'll be like, sooner or later, people go like, okay, you vented, you moaned about this for a while. When are you going to live your life and get over it? It's like, shit happened. Get over it. You know? People are going to be like, okay, now you're just crying just to cry. It's like, dude, shut the fuck up. You know, you bitched and whined enough. You know, come out of your feelings. Put your big boy pants on. You know, and live your life. Hey, what's up, Meeksters? Oh my God, little Susu got wrecked. She got knee to the face and got busted open. I thought you were playing Red Dead Redemption. I could have sworn when I was on YouTube like 5 minutes ago, you were like live streaming. I'm good. I'm just talking about some stuff I went through today. It was actually some constructive conversations. You know, it wasn't too heated, but the level of pettiness in the fighting game community, especially from somebody whose content I watch, was pretty funny. But it also just showed how that person really is too. It was like, yeah. Yeah, it's I kind of treated him no different than how I treated Rob Liefeld. Like Rob Liefeld, he's the guy who created Deadpool, Cable. He's one of the people who created Image comic books. You overwrote your stream save. What the hell? You put in all those hours, bro. What the hell happened? You put in all those hours. You overwrote your stream save. No. Oh, I would be pissed. I would be butthurt. I'll be like, oh my fucking God. Nah, I'll be butthurt, man. I'll be like, oh yeah, I would be so pissy. Now I would be so pissy if that happened to me. Has that ever happened to me? Let me think. Actually, it has happened to me. It happened in a wrestling game, to be honest, because every time they do the update, they would ask you if you want to update, you know, to the newest update. and they give you an option saying yes or no. And so what happened was I was too fast with my button, and I selected no, and that deleted all my save data, all my created wrestlers, all the stuff that I advanced, all the stuff I unlocked, and I was starting from square one all over again. But I was smart. I was smart. I was still like I wasn't balls deep in the game. I was still early on, and I uploaded all my created wrestlers online. So I just had to re-download them. I had to re-download them. But man, I still had to go through my rise all over again. I still had to put in another shit. How many hours? 30 something hours. Oh, so you recouped some stuff already? I don't know. I'm OCD. It's like usually I'll end up doing the same shit I did before. And it's like, and I think of all, it's like I'll retrace my steps, which is really kind of annoying with me. I'll be like, it's like when I play Skyrim on my new playthrough, I still go about, my same path, what I did in other playthroughs and things like that. So it's like, yeah. I try to mix things up from time to time. Say you're about to steal the bolt action rifle. Oh, these are all cheats. What? Oh, you cheating? Like Eddie Guerrero said, if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. You lie, we cheat, we steal. Shout out to Eddie Guerrero. Which is funny because I never knew about the guy. Like I said, I didn't get into it's like even though I grew up around wrestling, I didn't get into it until like the late early 2000s. And when I did get into wrestling, I know everybody's like, "Oh, this Eddie Guerrero wrestler died." And then not too soon after he died, who else died? Was it Chris Benoit? He like killed himself and his whole family. And it's like but after watching some of those dudes' matches, when I did get really into watching, I was watching some of the older stuff, some of his older wrestling, his old matches, Independence, when he was in Mexico, and in the WWE. I'm like, yeah, this Eddie Guerrero dude, he's really, really good. He's a good wrestler. He's legit. All the good things people said about him, he's legit. Yeah, Benoit, it was like what happened with him, he made national news. I mean, they were talking about that incident for like a week. See, they put a spotlight on WWE. WWE had to change a lot of their policies and shit. I think what sucks, I could have had a chance to meet Roddy Piper. He was going to be a guest at Stockton Con. I forgot what year. Was it 2014? One of those years. But he died. Roddy Piper died like a week. He died the week of when he was going to appear at Stockton Con. It's like they had his table and they had Jerry the King Lawler at Roddy Piper's table. Taking people's condolences and stuff like that. That's a pretty good model, though.
Chaos in a kilt. Piper always has something up his sleeve.
There's the bell, and here we go with Roddy Piper.
No one ever knows.
I don't know who's going to win this match. I'm just running random stuff.
When they think they know the answer.
You was watching and told one of my friends, yeah, right, Chris.
Piper doesn't concern himself with fair play, competition, or sportsmanship. He's here to kick butt and chew bubble gum. And I think he's all out of bubble gum.
However, across the ring, we know there is a superstar just chomping at the bit to climb up the ranks here in
Who's Russell?
And has no problem using their opponents
Russell's a friend of yours.
stepping stool.
Completely willing to do whatever it takes to win. And depending on who you ask, that's either a very good quality to have or a very dangerous one.
Oh, that hurt.
That'll ring your bell.
Nasty attack right there. Uncalled for.
All I know, I need to finish my roster so I can do this tournament at the end of this month for this game. Get my title belt started. I gotta set my universe mode up. Oh, one of your friends?
He's looking to go high risk from the top rope on the top. Ah, crash and burn.
Took the risk. Received.
You put up a ghost story last year.
And that may have just been the turning point in this match.
A twerk and a moonsault.
Making it look easy when it is anything but. That is impressive.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of games, what games are you looking forward to over the next year? You know, beginning from summer to next year's summer. The new games being announced are pretty crazy. I was like thinking to myself that I'm pretty much done with video games. But the new announcement, like they're doing, I think a remake of Persona 4. You also had a trailer for the final chapter of Final Fantasy. Fable looks interesting, even though I know that game has a lot of like controversy. Yeah, Stranger Than Heaven, man. When I saw that thing with the Tupac trailer, Tupac in the recent trailer, I'm like, what the fuck? We got Tupac. And then, what was another thing? Oh, yeah, Virtual Fighter. The new Virtual Fighter game coming out looks pretty damn good. So I'm like, man, I was about to retire from buying any new games, to be honest. You know, you paying like almost $80 per game. And it's like, dude, I'm almost burnt out on games. I got a backlog that's crazy. So it's like, but yeah, there's some good stuff. Oh yeah, Persona 6 trailer. Persona 6. Yeah, Virtual Fighter 6. Oh yeah, Dead or Alive 7 is coming out next year. Well, they do have another, like a PS5 version of Dead or Alive 6. But it's digital only, which pissed me off. It's like I already have Dead or Alive 6. But they just have another version of it called Last Round. I guess they're going to have all the DLC. But then again, I heard you have to rebuy Mai and Kula as DLC characters.
He is looking to do some serious harm.
Oh, yeah. It's funny because it's like there's been recent mod drops for Baldur's Gate 3. There's some recent mod drops for Baldur's Gate 3. But yeah, I can see you being burnt out on Baldur's Gate 3. I got kind of burnt out on it. I don't know. If you still have that old save, I would like to at least beat the game once. At least beat the game once. You know? See, I beat it.
Oh, just clawing at the back.
There was no
Damn it, Rowdy, why you cheating? Why you just scratching the girl all up in her back?
Who are we to judge?
Struggling to find a base. Time could very well be running out.
Yeah, Stranger Than Heaven looks really good. My only problem when it comes to Yakuza games, I'll put in like an initial 30 hours and then don't touch them ever again. I think, let's see, I still haven't beat Like a Dragon. I think I got maybe about halfway in the first Like a Dragon game. I got Yakuza 6, and I only think I put in like maybe 10 hours in Yakuza 6.
You gotta expect that at this point in the match. outside now.
Piper making clear he has his number.
Oh, cool.
Well-executed drop kick.
Going in for the win here.
He gets the kick.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. They added stuff for the Shadowlands.
There's gotta be more where that came from. Launching off the rope with accuracy.
Climbing to the top rope here. And back into the ring she goes.
But yeah, it's like oh yeah, the new Tomb Raider game I think is coming out. Is it coming out? I think that's coming out in July. I know it's coming out soon. The new Tomb Raider game's coming out. Oh, Judgment is the best of the series. The story, gameplay, and immersion. Okay. Oh yeah, Grand Theft Auto 6 is coming out. I think in November of this year. Hopefully, if it don't get delayed.
They just put their body on the line, and look at how it paid off. Look at that.
Absolutely unreal.
I think what the funny thing is, I think a lot of games got delayed till early next year,
Piper able to stop
just so they can avoid conflicting with Grand Theft Auto 6. I think that's what it is. But yeah, it's like I haven't played Yakuza 0. I mean, the only one I played is 6 and Like a Dragon. The first Like a Dragon. I had the second one. It's funny because I had the let's see, I had it on PS5, but then I traded in. Like I said, I bought it. I put in maybe 20 minutes, and then I didn't touch it for like months. So I decided to trade it in.
Just getting knocked around.
Every form of offense Piper attempts is neutralized. Well, that is a heck of a moonsault.
She's looking to go top rope here.
Taking flight.
I think they created Judgment to pretty much replace Yakuza. But I think what it was, a lot of people really wasn't into Yakuza until Yakuza 6. You know, that got a lot of new people into the series. And then when they started to release, like, especially when they started to give, like, Kiwami and some other games for free on PSN, I saw a lot of people playing Yakuza games then. And then Like a Dragon, since it was more of a JRPG, a lot of people, you know, picked that up.
Putting him in the corner for something here.
And he turned it around.
I was thinking about getting Judgment. I was just afraid to get it because, like I said, it would probably collect dust. Not saying the games are bad, it's just my backlog for, like, games is crazy. My backlog for games is crazy. It's like you get to that age where it's like, sometimes you just want to pick up a game that you can pick up and play.
Looking to put this one away here.
Oh, Roddy Piper pulled it out. I forgot to look at what his rating was.
And here's another look at what made that match so special.
I don't know, this character is probably not a character I'm going to be using in my roster. This is just my character that I use to experiment with movesets and stuff like that. You know, you got to have like a default created wrestler they could test movesets on. What is Yagami? Actually, I think one of the reasons I got Yakuza 6 is because it was the only way that you can get a I think the physical, well, you can only play the arcade version You can have Virtual Fighter 5, last round on disc was in Yakuza 6. That was the reason why I got it. Was because it had the arcade version. Just to have Virtual Fighter 5, like the recent version at the time of Virtual Fighter 5. And then I found out they do have a physical copy, but shoot, on eBay they're charging you like $95 for the recent version of Virtual Fighter 5 on disc. What the hell? Are you talking about a character or a game? Are you talking about fighting styles? Yeah, I need to start making some. I was working on this other character, working on a new character. Well, your Lost Judgment is busted though. No boxing style. What? You break the game, or you just talk about a fighting style? Oh, he's the main character of Judgment. Oh, yeah. I couldn't get no sleep last night. I don't know. I made the mistake of having coffee, and then I had like some cherry Coke, like late, like at night, like around what time was it? 1:30 a.m. And yeah, I went to sleep, but because I had a combination of sugar and caffeine, no, not insomnia. Well, my sleep apnea kicked in. So where it's like, even when I shut my eyes and try to go to sleep, my mind will be like, nope, you're not going to sleep, and wake you up. And it's like, what the fuck's going on? It's like, okay, not doing that anymore. So right now, the reason I sound kind of weird, I'm probably functioning on like maybe 3 to 4 hours of sleep. Probably less, because like I said, I would sleep. I actually would dream, but then my mind will be like, wake up. It's like, shit. Okay, so now I'm working on 2 characters. All right, so I got Bang Bang Kitty Chang. Who's the other one I was working on? What's the other one? Oh, here she is. Speedy Akira. I was going to make her and Zero Buster Connie a tag team. I was really concerned because I need more tag teams. I do. Your boxing stars in the game is busted. Yeah, man. I have not. Because of dating and hostesses club is lame now if it exists at all. I think that was another reason why I tried to get the game. Like, I think during COVID, there was quite a few people playing the Yakuza games, and all I see people play is like the mini games. Hostess Club. I think there was one where you had like these women dress up in bug costumes into these mock battles. I was like, okay, what kind of game is this? Then there was the whole dating thing with the hostess girls. And then I noticed, what was it, last year? What year? Okay, you spent like how long playing uh Like a Dragon 2? And I know you did the whole like human Pokemon battles, and then you had weeks of live stream of you just building the islands. I was like, damn. It was like I really caught, and then I remember when you did actually play the game, you did a lot of exploring, a lot of ass kicking.
Here she comes.
But it was like half of your streams was you building that island and doing that little like human Pokemon game.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making her way to the ring from every man's nightmare, Kitty Chang.
This is the match everyone in the locker room is going to be watching tonight.
I'm thinking about pairing this girl up with Psycho Bunny. Have them be a tag team. So like I said, I only got the Skullgirls. Do I have one other tag team? I don't think I do.
This match has huge implications for her future.
What game was the Bug Lady side game in? What Yakuza game was that?
And her opponent from Neo, Osaka, the Tornado, Speedy Akira.
Oh yeah, what Yakuza game where you had that you could date like
Has been waiting for this.
you could actually date or like online date or chat with actual like Japanese porn stars. Was that the second Like a Dragon game? I think that was the second one. I think it was the second one too. They had that mini game. And then I think in the pirate one, they had Kaho Shibuya in the game as a quest, as an NPC. Kaho Shibuya is she's a retired Japanese porn star. She has her channel on YouTube. She also is on Instagram and Twitch.
This is a pretty big match for her, and I'm sure she knows everyone is going to have their eyes glued on her.
I was trying to medal this character out for a wrestler I had in WWE 13 called Turbo Suzuki, but they don't have the name Turbo in the call names. And then for some reason Naomi's entrance is bugged. You can't have any other freaking Titantron during Naomi's entrance.
We are now underway, and let me tell you, this superstar looks like she's ready for anything.
Oh, she has been eagerly looking forward to
Oh
tonight.
my gosh, she got busted open already.
WWE Universe and
Hey,
her opponent that she
Bang
is
Bang
real,
over here
and
just
that
whooping her
no one
ass.
can stand in her way.
Yeah, the Mesu King, that's what it was called. Okay, it was Yakuza Kiwami. That's what it was, Mezu King. I was watching my buddies. It's like, I know they got rid of it on the PS4, but remember on PS4, if you go to the community tab, like, you can see all your buddies' content, even when they're live streaming. So it's like, my buddy, he was like live streaming that freaking Yakuza game, Kiwami, like every day playing that Meso King, like, side game. Like, every single day during COVID. It was crazy. Doing the Hostess game, and he was doing the Meso King.
Stalking now, burning holes in her opponent.
Springboard drop kick.
Down with a sling blade.
Yeah, it's like, I want to beat Like a Dragon. I remember, once I beat the whole business thing, when I figured out how to do the business side quest thing, and unlocked that lady as a playable character. And then I think I got this other dude. I ended up getting to this, I don't know. I think, like I said, I think I got around, I would say maybe slightly half past way in the first Like a Dragon game.
We've seen how damaging pile drivers can be, and that one looked particularly painful.
Yeah, I remember you watching your live streams. You were like, yeah, they had no Hawaiian lore at all. You were so disappointed, me. You're like, what the fuck, man?
Back to the elbow.
Oh, what a headbutt.
From above.
Yeah, I think they just went there, went to a couple of neighborhoods, you know, just to have an environment for the game and decide to set the game there, you know. But you know these Yakuza games are made on a budget. Granted, I think the budget has gotten a little bit bigger.
I don't even know what to say about this. Well, that was a heck of a moonsault.
But, you know, this is Sega we're talking about.
Good riddance. That's what you get for taking the focus off.
Speaking of Sega, they're releasing a new Crazy Taxi game. I'm still waiting for a new Golden Axe.
Oh, not so fast.
We do need another Golden Axe, though. We need a Golden Axe beat 'em up. Like, we already got Streets of Rage 4. I think that came out, what, 2021? 2022, Streets of Rage 4 came out.
And for a little bit of time, you actually are.
She can end this thing right here. And a kick out.
And I'm not sure how many more of those kickouts they'll have left in them soon enough.
It was a pretty even match. I think they have the same rating.
She's not done yet.
She just shot.
Actually, it's like, I think they both kind of share the same moveset. I just kind of tweak some moves and finishers.
Just like that. She turned it around.
Actually, that's what I was going to do. I was going to completely change Bang Bang's moveset. That's what I was going to do.
And we have a pin attempt. Fends off the 3 count.
And you can tell it's getting harder for her to kick out of things like that.
All the way to the top. What on earth?
What? Love has won. What did Love win?
Trash talk.
Bunch of weirdos from Colorado. What?
As you back it up, that's got to be a wrap.
Into the pin. 2 count. Kick out. Thought that was the end of her.
How in the world was she able to kick out after that?
And now it's reload time. Time to find another moment to pull up. Oh, big right hand.
There you go with the yeet punch. Get yeeted.
Here's the pin.
What in the world? I thought this whole thing was over, man.
And that result leaves everyone shocked. But will the shoulder come up if that move hits one more time?
Oh, leg lariat connects.
She's been slowed down yet again.
Not a bad shape to be in at all, though, this deep into a match.
Oh, really?
This has been a showcase of fighting spirit.
No one is backing down either.
Actually, I think I did catch the live stream of when you did beat the game. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I remember when we first started it, and then I remember, dude, what's the name of the main character with the afro? You know, he was trying to
She's going to be met with something fierce.
he basically, you know, spilled his feelings to the one girl from the first Like a Dragon game, and she turned him down. She turned him down. She was like, no. And he was like heartbroken for a good chunk of the game.
I don't even know what to say about
And
this.
then that ending I know was hella long. Yeah, Ichiban. That ending was hella long. And then he asked her again. And then she was like, okay, you know, I'm not saying I'm your girlfriend or anything, but I'm saying we could date.
Great move there.
But what was the reason she turned him down? There was some reason why she turned him down. I think she felt he was being too desperate about it. That was her excuse. She was like, you know, you were being a little too strong with your feelings, and I didn't know how to take it. I think that was her excuse for turning him down.
And doing some pretty decent damage in the process.
Look at that go.
Oh, because Bang Bang, can Bang Bang get the win? Girl, pin her. Oh, she's going to hit her with her ass.
Nothing wrong with a little trash talk.
Yeah. Wow.
There's no way you recover from that.
2, 3.
Victory in her career
That was a good match, though. Got 4 stars out of it.
These ladies put on quite a show. Here's another gander.
Yeah, I think I'll pair her up with Psycho Bunny as a tag team. I don't know. I might go with the whole Joshi kind of style with the roster where you just had a whole bunch of factions. And every faction had at least one tag team.
Here is your winner.
The stupid coach history of Palakana.
Gotta hand it to our winner, standing
Dude,
tall with
Palakana.
her raised tonight.
To quote a pair of
Palakana.
awesome scholars, in life, there are winners and there are losers. We are looking at a winner right now.
Yeah, at a certain point, that's how it is with like games and writers. That's what most forms of entertainment, though. It's like I got used to that kind of stuff when I was reading comic books. Oh, he's making a new game with a different company now. All right, what am I going to do with this girl's moveset? Actually, let me check on what's her face. What all did I change in this one? I think I changed quite a bit. Yeah, I changed hers. There's still some similarities, though. Where you at, Bang Bang? There she is. Gang of Dragon. Why do you call it the Dragon Gang? Call it the Dragon Gang, man. Let's see. Finishers, Devil's Kiss, Mounted Thrashing. Let's see. Basement drop kick. Tease. Super kick 3. Okay, that is one move she didn't attempt to do. Irate Devil's Kiss into the Hypnotic. I might change the Hypnotic to something else. You think Stranger Than Heaven is going to flop? You got a game with Snoop Dogg and Tupac in the same game? I don't know. It's like I think it's smart. I got to see what that soundtrack is, though. I think the soundtrack, it's going to be more kind of jazzy, but it's going to be see what their side mini games are in that game because that's what really sells the Yakuza games is the side games. Top down, staring at the stars. Yeah. Oh, well, it was a side game. You did put a lot of time in it, though, especially the pirate ship battles. But like I said, it's like once they got a bigger audience of newcomers, you know, it's the same thing that would happen with Saints Row. It's like Saints Row 1, just hardcore. Like 1 and 2 were just about that gang thug life. And then with Saints Row 3, it became kind of a joke. And then even 4, it was just totally stupid. And then with the last game, when they tried to revitalize Saints Row, they were like, we're going to combine the scale of Saints Row 2, but then have the dumbassery of Saints Row 3, and it didn't work. And they tried to modernize it too. I was like, ugh, why you guys do that shit? What's wrong with y'all? Okay, what kind of finisher do I want for the Hypnotic? I mean, hitting somebody with your ass can be annoying, but I don't think that's a good move for a finisher. But let's see what we got here. Hopefully, I won't get copyright flag for singing lyrics of wrestling theme songs. Said if the new storage is as bad as the last re-entries amount. I heard that. Can't blame you for that. Okay. See, that move would be good if you actually locked in a submission after doing it. Yeah, I got the Saints Row game for like $5 for on the PS5. And it's like, I remember they gave it away for free when I had it on the PS4. They gave it away for free. It wasn't that it was trying to be woke. It was just. Don't get me wrong. There was like some wokeness with the character creator where they have it. We can have different amputee parts and shit. And then it's like they purposely made it so you can't give your female character like a pair of jumbo double Ds like you could. Like you could in Saints Row 3 and 4. You couldn't make your female characters hella overly sexy. It's just the characters sucked in the Saints Row game. The characters just sucked. They all sucked. Yeah, there was nothing gangster about Saints Row when they come out 2022, 2023, one of them years. Yeah, it was just not a good game. Yeah, it was body shaming. It is weird. I remember I did a video totally like trashing the character creator, and it got what happened to it? They put like an adult restriction on it for some reason. They try to like they did some kind of strike on that video, which is weird because like I said, I got like Cyberpunk 2077 live streams of me going all in on Jig Jig Street, and none of those videos got a restriction. So I just thought that shit was funny. Look along that Planet Fitness. You know what other thing disappointed me about that Saints Row game? The fashion. The fashion in that game sucked. It was like all the clothing options were trash. It was like, I don't know what they were thinking. I was like, what happened? It's like they got Sweet Baby Inc. or somebody to say, okay, you can make your Saints Row game. You can have the funniness and the violence, but at the same time, we don't want to offend anybody's sensibilities. So we want to cut down on some of the crude jokes and sexy stuff and things like that. So yeah, it's weird. It's just weird. I gotta figure out what move I want to give. There's one move I want to give her, but they won't give it to you as a finisher, which pisses me off. I want this move as a finisher, but it's only a I want this move right here, the eye gouge neck stump combo, as a finisher, but they only have it as a heavy attack. You can't use it as a signature or a finisher. Which is kind of pissing me off. These people, though, it's like all of them are cahoots, you know? Like I said, you got a lot of weirdos who infiltrated our entertainment. So it's like, I don't know what I think about it. You know, I'm about to get like kind of social political here. Like our entertainment, like especially going back, I would have to say probably a little bit before the civil rights era has always been socially progressive. Like I said, there were still a lot of mistakes made along the way, but Hollywood in general, you know, comic books, music, like art in general has always been, like anything artistic has been socially progressive. So I think what happened was during the 2010s, you had a generation who yeah, like you said, like you make a great point, who lost the fact that when you're in business, the whole goal is to make money. So it's like even when art was progressive back then, the whole end game was still to make money. It wasn't to make you feel bad. It was for everybody. You know, music was for everybody. Nobody went on record and say, I'm only making this music for this group of people or to pander to this group of people or nothing, you know. If the music was good, if the movie was good, if the book was good, you know, any form of entertainment was good, everybody was buying it. If it was good. Now, the goal was to make money, to entertain at the end of the day. And I think what happened with these people, they got into their activist feelings and decide, there's some things we can't do what we did before. You know, people get hurt feelings on social media. We don't want people coming after us or our allies coming after us on social media. So we gotta fall in line and all this other shit, but it's biting them in the ass. Like I told my other buddy, I said, I think it's planted. I think it's planted. You know, let me put on my tinfoil hat for a second. I think our foreign enemies have planted so many people in our industry to sabotage this country from within. That is the best way to sabotage a world power, is to make them no longer socially relevant in the eyes of the rest of the world. It's like I told my cousin, I said, what is the best thing that America did? As like I said, our entertainment, our influence. It's like, people are afraid of us because of our military might, but we didn't use that to scare people. We influenced people through our entertainment. We provided value of our country based on our entertainment. Yep, he who makes the gold makes the rules. Yep, exactly. So it's like that's how America, became known, through our entertainment. The only people afraid of military might was our enemies. It's like we had so much military might. We were like, okay, we can't really fuck with America. But it's like, America, not till we had this one dude in the White House recently who decided to flex on everybody. He's like, I got all this military. Let me try using it. You know, it happens all the time. We'll get a Republican in office who wants to flex. It's been like that ever since I was a kid. Went through Reagan, went through 2 Bushes. Who else? Who else did I go through? You know, Democrats here and there. But it's like, I'm not really political. I don't really care who people vote for. I really don't. I don't really care. It's like, granted, I will say, what was it? Like I said, I went through the 90s. It's like when I think we had, like I said, Clinton went through his drama. Bush then went through their drama. Reagan, Jimmy Carter, all them fools went through their shit. You know, even Biden had some shit. Obama definitely went through some shit. They were trying to block him in Congress all through his first term, just about, until they realized it's like, you know what, Republicans are like, okay, Obama's just not bad. We just don't agree with some of his policies, but he's really not bad. I don't know what kind of finisher to give her. I know what finisher I want to give her, but it's not available. They won't give it to me. It's pissing me off. Let's see. I want to give her a moonsault. Moonsault is one of the most basic bitch. Don't get me wrong. I don't know. I have not seen people use a basic moonsault as a finisher in so long. Seen it does it as a finish, as a signature. Yeah, Clinton just got caught with his pants down, literally. I can give her this move, but I have that move as a basic attack on so many other people. There are not many. That one's interesting. Look like it'll hurt. Yeah. I don't think that was a finisher, though. This used to be the Miz finisher. Like, I'm talking like, shoot, 07, 08 Miz had the reality check as his finisher. Yeah, this is the Miz, like, old finisher. Actually, I could probably use Protect Your Neck. Because that just looks like that hurts. Ugh. And I was going with the People's Moonsault. Shout out to Ricochet, who's in AEW right now. But I don't think this move was even his finisher. He used that, that 650 top rope dive. Yep. Alright, we'll just experiment. We'll see how, what's this, drive-by? No. Dominator. Okay, she's not a power wrestler, so I think I might choose the Deal Breaker. Deal Breaker's pretty good. I still want the eye gouge one. But you can't pick it. I don't know. Sometimes I don't know what they be doing with these games. I don't know what they be doing with these games. Here's this Deal Breaker. Here we go. There we go. Do I want her to keep the Yeet Punch? I like the Yeet Punch as a finisher just because it's funny. let's see. Steak face 2, knee punch, TD super kick. All right, deal breaker. Uh-oh, you said you feel weird about something you recently realized. What you feel weird about? What you feel weird about, Meekster? See, do they have the wicked laugh? So your dad and grandpa had a friend named Harry and would visit so often. Drink, play music, and whatnot. So what happened to Harry? Was his last name Johnson? Well, that didn't sound right, but yeah. You know about that Harry Johnson. What? There's photos of you and your sister with Harry. Is this going to get really creepy? Is this about to get really creepy, Meek? Let's see. There's the back rake. Back rake. Actually, that's kind of a good move to like set up a oh, okay. You went to Harry to Mount Fuji. Documentary about Mr. Fuji. Ain't nobody. His real name is Harry Fujiwara of Honolulu. What? Did Harry look like Mr. Fuji? Was your dad a wrestler? Don't we run over? We were dead and ham, very long time. No, they don't want love, no, they don't want love. Oh, no, they don't want love. And I know people want love. They want love. Let's see how this works. It might not work. What? Your dad fixed their boots for many stars for decades. Okay. Maybe that dude Harry was Mr. Fuji. Let's see this fucking sequence. So the mud stumps, boop, 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 boop. Then she went into the stink face. And then they would get up after the stink face. And then she hits him with the eat punch. Eat it. Boop. Bam. Let's see. He looks just like him, and he used to play a very convincing Mr. Fuji. And you never got Harry's autograph. Shame on you, Meek. Should have got that autograph, bro. Should have got the autograph. Alright, let me get that, what's it called? The back scratch. Let's see if they let me get that as a signature. If they don't, I'm going to be butthurt. Nope, they don't have it. body. Oh, come on. Are you kidding me? That's what I found frustrating about these games. It's like you find some good moves to use in the game, but they won't let them use certain moves are not used as signatures or finishers. See, I want to use the back rake. All right, let me check it again. Maybe I just missed it. I hope I not just missed it, but I think it was known that he was Hawaiian. Let's see, back rake. Please let me have back rake. No back rake, D. You got back rotation. No back rake. Can't use it. Can't use it as a singer finisher. Son of a biscuit. So I just put it on her. Back rake. And then I think there's one. I think it's a rear grapple. What'd you say? Robin likes his old finisher, wants to do them to me when I'm not looking. What? Who is Robin? He be just whipping out random people. Oh, Mana. What? Mana be using wrestling moves on you? That sounds kind of personal, man. That sounds like something that should remain in the bedroom. If you know what I mean. Let's see. I want to get those back rakes involved. A lot of back rakeage. Let's see what we got here. Just she's a cat girl. I want lots of scratching. Lots of scratching. Okay, who is he? Just lazily on a. Who are you talking about now? Let's see. What am I doing here? I'm lost. Didn't I have two? No, that's right. I have that whatchamacallit. Could have sworn I had it as a basic attack. Actually, that's not it. And not it either. We're running. Oh, Mount, what's Fuji? See, man, I have the streaming at different times because she started a new job. Yeah, you told me she had. Yeah, last stream, you said she had like a new job. All right, let me switch. Oh yeah, what kind of new job does she have? Let's change up her moves a bit. It's all the dirty moves. Where the dirty is, dirty moves. That's not it. Oh, she helps elderly people? Okay. Yeah, that's cool. You in California? Are you in California, mate? Let's see what this looks like. What? You guys got an Alcatraz over where you're at? Because the only Alcatraz if I know is is an island prison in San Francisco. The only Alcatraz I know of. All right, let's see how this works. Actually, I think I might. Let's see. I need to make her an alternate attire. That's what I need to do. Make her an alternate attire. We should have her go up against. Have her go against Psycho Yamashita. Alright. Got an Alcatraz and a place. There's a place in Draper. Yeah, we got an Alcatraz, like the Alcatraz.
No prisoners.
Here in California, San Francisco, out in the middle of the bay. It's a prison.
The following is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from every man's nightmare, Kitty Kane.
I don't
Oh,
understand why
hold on
people
real
think
quick.
this
I gotta
athlete's
go
such a
get
bad
something to
person.
drink.
If anything, they're a great person.
Before it gets too late, got myself
That some say are bad influences
some
here
tea.
in WWE. Oh, I resent that, Cole. The company this competitor keeps are all upstanding citizens.
Nearly everything this woman does is highlight reel worthy. We will all be on the edge of our seats tonight.
Alrighty. I'll wait till after this intro goes and then I'll pause it, make my drink. Probably take me like 2 minutes. I think what they should do in the next game is to make all, we can use these arenas as a template to make our arenas. Because the arena templates are hecka limited for creating an arena. It'll be nice if they have it to where we can use some of their in-game arenas as templates. Like this is a high school arena. Well, they're using a high school gym as a. I remember they had an arena, like they had a Japan arena that looked just like the Stardom arena from the Stardom promotion. I would like that one as a template. But I think the reason why they got rid of it, it was in 2K19. But that was the only game it was in. I think they took it out because it looked too similar to the Stardom arena. Like that little, it looked like a rec room, like a recreational hall, the arena. The Stardom used it, like, if you watch like some of Stardom's like wrestling matches. But yeah, I'll be back. I'm gonna pause it right quick because I want to watch this match to see how they simulate. I'll be back when you get some to drink. Alright, I'm back.
On a mission, she has the singular goal
What I
to be the
miss?
most dominant superstar in the women's division. And she has no issue getting in your face about it either. She doesn't care who she has to run over. There is no second place for her in any competition.
Let's not forget about her opponent,
Oh, she botched that.
who has quickly shown herself to have an in-ring acumen well beyond her years. You cannot look past this superstar because she simply will not allow you to do so.
Running Hurricane Rana.
Showing off some light feet right there.
She had that scouted.
Hard punch.
These two are clearly fired up, going blow for blow. It knew what was coming there.
No queen
I haven't seen one of these in a while.
Toe-to-toe, treating each other like heavyweights.
But I have it set to where these don't happen that often. Because usually these would happen like, if you had it on normal, on the normal setting, these would happen like once every 4 matches.
Leg sweep.
backing her in.
Sent to the outside. Incoming.
Tornado DDT.
Lands a timely reversal.
Tremendous athleticism on display, and down with the bulldog. Looking to render that arm useless, stretching that shoulder.
A messed up shoulder will limit you in a big way. Makes it hard to get yourself up off the ground.
There it is. Reversal.
Actually, I had messages from one of my followers who basically, I guess he's still playing on WWE2k25. So he wants me to upload the rest of my 2K25 roster.
She's getting back into the ring, under the ropes.
Funny thing is, it's like all my created wrestlers are still up on 2K25. Yet I had those same wrestlers shadow banned in this game.
Superstars perched up high. Not falling down. Kick from the top.
That was awesome, Cole. Believe me when I say you cannot overstate the amount of pain that causes someone.
And she's returning fire. Oh, what a
Yeah,
kick.
will she do it? Oh, yep, she did it.
Down. I think we know what's coming next. In the wheelhouse.
619, caught it. Where do we go from here?
Drill down onto the mat. Both superstars showing great awareness of their opponent's repertoire.
A chance to win it here. She was close to the end there.
Somehow, some way, that was so close. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, what the hell?
Like that take a tremendous amount of cardio.
That
and
was a
strength.
botch.
Right forearm stun. And now kicks. And a combination of kicks. Boom. We're going to wear down the opponent.
Oh, she did her rage.
Down with a sling blade. Basement drop kick.
This is what we mean when we talk about fighting.
Actually, that is one YouTube channel I haven't seen in my recommends in a while.
Into a standing
I know I subscribed to their channel as Botchamania.
Opponent knows exactly who they're in the ring with.
It's a wrestling channel that focuses on wrestlers when they make a mistake or do something stupid in the ring.
Fellas, we are looking at a
Oh, there she goes. Now she's doing the thrashing.
all over the place.
There you go. Oh, there's the kick. There we go. That's what I wanted her to do. But she get the pin though.
shoulders down. Kick out. She still has life.
She may not have too much left, but she at least had enough to kick out there. Hit hard with the drop kick.
Talking a little smack.
Okay.
Falling apart.
Still finisher.
Breaking their face.
That might be a wrap. Oh, she kicked out. Psycho kicked out.
Opportunity falling through their fingers. You've got to continue fighting and hope your next big move is the last one.
Well, now she's biting her.
She's firing off attacks at a high clip.
Yeah, she's all in business now. This approach is making that loud and clear.
Hard to imagine there's much left in the tank.
And yet she continues on somehow. What resilience.
Up high.
Crash like the jet, man.
Oh, a spinning heel kick. All the way up. And
Let's see if she gets it.
counter.
Funny thing is, the computer reverses this move like so often. Okay, she got it.
Hips are out. Time to take it.
Going for the finisher.
Incoming.
Oh.
Might have her shoulder.
Well, that's not really the finisher. That's just the move to end it.
Almost ended it there.
I can't even believe
Hey, this match has been brutal. Pretty good match so far.
and enjoy this battle.
Going for about almost 7 minutes.
I don't even know what to say about this.
Into a standing moonsault. She's in a bad way here.
Oh, she kicked her until she stunned her. What?
She's getting up, but there's danger in front of her.
Springboard drop kick. Maybe not, maybe not. No, she kicks out.
How this match is still going on defies all reasoning.
Wait.
Thunder face breaker.
I can barely hear myself think right now.
The noise being made in this arena.
Dang, how many signatures does... Oh, how many finishers does she have?
Oh, this could be bad.
619.
Holding nothing back.
Climbing up. She got something big planned here.
Oh, she shouldn't have done that. She's gonna not be stunned anymore. She might reverse it.
The top.
Oh, nope, didn't reverse it. Shocked.
It's the pin. This might be it.
That was a good match. I'm not gonna lie. Both girls was busted open and bleeding. They beat the shit out of each other.
That had to be one of the matches of the year. Let's take another look at...
Here is your winner, XC Psycho Yamashita.
A very strong showing in this women's division victory.
Actually, I like her. I like this wrestler. Sadly, I also have her being Zero Buster. Got her alternate ego. But let's see. Actually, let me check if what's the name uploaded some more arenas. Community creations. Let's see what Marty M got going on. Oh yeah, when I did uploaded my last round of wrestlers, I think I uploaded Psycho Bunny and some other ones. I think after about 3 days, I was right. Psycho Bunny ended up getting about like over 30 downloads. So I was right about that. I thought the other was going to get more downloads, but no, Psycho Bunny took up a lot of the downloads. So I might do some more uploads pretty soon. I did update the Skullgirls slightly, so I might re-upload the Skullgirls. Who else did I want to update? Oh yeah, I updated Star Suzuki. Last time I uploaded her, it didn't upload her updated moveset. It made her like a default rating and everything. So I don't know what was up with that. And I might have to copy her and recopy the moveset and then upload her. Because last time the moveset didn't upload. The wrestler uploaded, but she just had bare bones like 75 rating and none of the moves. Well, like Marty M hasn't really done anything new. No, there's a page 5, so maybe he has done something new. Usually, I think his pages went up to page 4. Let me go all the way back to page 5. I don't know. Communications is kind of slow tonight. Yes, I downloaded this one. I gotta upload this arena. I kind of tweaked it. It looks a lot better. Let's see. Do I have it? Let's see something right quick. No. Meek probably went to sleep. All right, that's page 4. Let's go to page 5. Let's see what we got on page 5. Okay, Daly's Place AEW 2021. So that one's new. Daly's Place AEW. Okay, you can't re-upload it. You can re-upload this one. Forbidden Door. Okay, you can't re-upload that one. What's this one look like? Does he have the tunnels? Don't know. I can't tell. I'll download it and figure it out. Yay! Okay, interesting. Now that's set up. Oh my God, is it connected to the ring? Let me see. Oh my God, that tunnel was hella close to the ring. I don't know. I downloaded it, figure it out. See what these arenas look like. This one looks like. Oh wow, what the hell? What is this? Oh my God, you got all this room. Ugh. Some people don't like entrances in their video games. I get it. Some people just do like entrances, and that's perfectly fine. You probably have another one. Okay, now this one's pretty normal. Pretty cool looking arena. Let's see. Okay, what is all this shit up here? That is a whole bunch of scaffolding. Pretty nice looking arena, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know what kind of arena this is. I know it's an outdoor. I remember when I was working at GameStop, I totally killed this young dude's perspective on video games. I don't know what I was feeling that day, but I was talking to him about the wrestling game and how the fact that we were playing like $86, or $80, $76 for a bunch of like bare bones 3D assets. And it's like you're really paying when you're buying these games is for the work involved, like the development. And that's about it. Because I told him, I said, look, the best way to show you how bare bones the development of these wrestling games are. I said, go into an arena, and then just take the camera and go through the arena. And look, I went under it. Look at this. This is some kind of like generic photo background of some kind of park or some kind of city and shit. And yeah, you can go up above and things like that. But your arena of your game is stuck in the middle of a pasture. And it's like the core of your game is just a box with all the data and assets inside of it. And I remember the dude, he came in, like the kid, he came in probably like, I think a few days later, and he was like, man, sir, you weren't lying. And I said, the sad thing is, I said, a lot of video games are like this. A lot of them are like that. I said, it's just a lot of 3D models and a lot of smoke and mirrors, a lot of textures and things like that. Let's see what this arena looks like. Is this the one I changed? No. So it looked like it's a warehouse, but he has all this stuff in the background. I wish he would do this other arena that he did in last year's game that I really liked. He had like double Titantrons. And he hasn't uploaded that same design. Maybe he can't do it. Maybe he can. But that's what I'm waiting on. But he hasn't did an arena like that yet. I think he did one that's kind of similar. Which one was it? I think it was this one. Was it this one? No, this is not it. Because usually he would have the Titantron like on the side over here, like in a studio. But no, he has this big thing, and this is out front. So it might be they might have changed. 2K probably changed how you could do stuff in arenas as far as modding arenas. Because I wish I could show you, turn this game off and show you what I got cooking in 2K25 as far as, what I've got as far as arenas. But this year's arenas are kind of lacking from the community. There's been a few creative ones like this one. He kind of got this backyard wrestling. He said you could even climb up here and fight, I guess, up here. I guess you can fight on top of this overpass. Let me see if I can go above it. Yeah, because you got a car up here, some shit. So yeah, I guess you can climb up there and fight up there. But yeah. It's like, I appreciate the creativity, but I don't know. People have their various degrees of what they find fun in wrestling games. I don't know. If I was my late teens, early 20s, I'll be like, yeah, this is some crazy shit. But yeah, he got this little kind of trailer park arena, which is pretty okay. Very creative design, very creative. A little trailer park. Only problem is, it's like, I guess where they come in, I guess they come through here. As far as the entrance is over here. So they will be coming through through here. So like I said, good ideas in theory, but like I said, if you don't play with entrances, you will be perfectly fine with this. But me, I like having entrances. Get their weak stick. Somebody gonna get their ass kicked. Somebody gonna get their weak stick. Hit him up, break his neck, break his neck. Mark Henry's old theme. Yeah, it's slim pickings as far as arenas from Marty in this year. Well, for me. Probably not for anybody else, since he's still getting a shit ton of downloads, so it's just me. There's just not too many of his arenas that catch my interest, because it's not enough, Titantron usage, or no place where you can see your wrestlers into the ring without it clipping or looking funky. You got all this clutter around the arenas. But yeah, he put all this stuff around, and I see what he was going for. But I don't know. I guess I like things to be a little bit simple. I remember he had this type of arena going back as far as 2K23. This is what really put him on the map, but he did some kind of X Division stuff. There was some issues with the arena, but got to get rid of these damn cinder blocks in the thing, because people don't go top rope with these things here. Or they don't drag their opponent to the corner. That's what it was. They don't drag their opponent to a corner with these things in the corner. I'm sure. Wait, does he even test his creations? I'm sure he does to a certain extent. Yeah, and he got these floating lights here, and it causes wrestlers to get stuck between the arena and these lights. I don't know. I'll run a simulation in issues are still prevalent. Let's see, create a show. Let's see. GPW. Alright. Let's see what this arena do. I've used Zero Buster Akane, the OG, in a while. Had to boost up her stats. She was losing so much. What happened was she would start a match like really good. She would go on a tear early in the match, and then she would just run out of gas. Oh, the Titantron video is way up there. I think after this match, I'm going to end the live stream. I think I've been live streaming for almost 2 hours now. Either that or I might live stream something else. Oh, the lighting is pretty nice. Got that little blue lighting. Oh, there's a lot of fog in this arena. A lot of fog.
I don't blame her. When you are as good as her, second place is not acceptable.
It's interesting, though. I like the lighting. There's a lot of fog, though.
I'm willing to bet, though, that her opponent is looking to push her to the limit. She's already got a reputation for doing just that. I see no reason for her to step off the gas in this match.
Muay Thai clinch applied. Knees, lefts and rights, and a kick to the body to finish off.
Well, Susan's getting her ass kicked.
slowly picking herself up, but she could be sacked. High risk.
Bang, a springboard cross body.
Man, that was a big risk, but it paid off.
2, 3.
Beautiful elbows.
Spinning roundhouse kick.
I still got this arena in 2K23,
She's taking things to ringside.
but I got rid of all that stuff around the arena, all the scaffolding stuff that he has. Like I said, it just made some of the in-ring wrestling kind of glitchy.
Ooh, sent flying. And now she delivers her back into the ring. Counter. Saw it coming.
Framing the picture. She's about to get nasty.
Launches off the top rope. Springboard. Hurricane Rana.
Oh, is she gonna do it? Nope.
A
Didn't
quick
give her a
reversal
chance.
from her. She had a lot thrown her way already. Oh, what a maneuver.
A bit of flash behind that one, but it got the job done, didn't it? Quick maneuvering, managing to avoid that bit of offense.
Drop kick. Hits the mark. She's going into the pin. She kicks out at one.
Incredible, she kicks out before the 2 at this point. Oh, lands the kick.
Delivers a well-placed hip attack. Setting up their opponent. Flipping DDT.
That might be it right there.
And now going for the victory.
Is this it?
And a kick out. No one saw that coming.
Absolutely millimeters away from a 3 count. You don't get many kickouts after that move.
But if we see one more devastating
Oh,
move
wow.
again, this can be over soon.
Things are heading ringside now.
Yeah, like I said, when they get over here a part of the arena because of those floating lights, the wrestling models get kind of glitchy. They can't go any further. They can't go past where those lights are alarmed. So there's some funky collision detection.
Adrenaline pumping. Here she goes.
Okay, she went top rope. Oh, she got
Oof, exchanged after a
First.
powerbomb.
Yeah, there's just some glitchiness.
Oh, she retaliates.
Gesturing to her opponent that she's more than ready.
Stiff kick.
Down with that Rana.
She's looking to end her right now.
Oh, got her. The black magic.
Oh,
Quick thinking from her to avoid that.
She hit her with her ass.
She should let her actions do the talking here.
Boom, right to the jaw.
you can pick up your teeth in section 112.
Oh, she calls in the rear view.
Desperate attempt here to get back to her feet.
Okay, so at least they can put him in the corner in this arena. The other one they couldn't for some reason, which was weird.
Breathtaking offense.
Drop kick.
Rights and lefts, elbows, knees, all of them lethal.
That's going for it? Oh, that's going for the arm. Serial quick.
This is the chance she was looking for.
Shoulders are down. Shoulders up.
Oh, she kicked out.
She just made a statement with that kick out. She's not going down without a fight.
I don't know if there's more frustration or desperation in the ring now, knowing that you
Rolls through into a pin attempt.
makes the cover. She still fights out in one.
She's still got gas in the tank. I don't know how, but she does.
And we expected a fine match, but these ladies have truly defied even the greatest of expectations.
Reorientating them in the corner.
Oh, she reversed it. Oh, got her with the cutters.
Warm up the bus. It's over.
Goes for the pin.
Okay, oh.
I thought he was finished off for sure.
Might have tried to end this too soon.
Was not able to seal the deal with her best move. Now she's asking, what more can I do? Barely kicks out.
Able to get the shoulder up, but that was a long 2 count.
Lights out. Cyclone kick.
Into the pinning combination. 2.
Oh, she got the win. I think that might be an upset.
Let's take another look at these women in action.
Here is your winner, Cutie Pie Little Sue.
She did what she needed to do and came away with a strong victory.
The entire women's division was watching this one, and she is the one to watch, guys.
All right, y'all. I'm going to call it a night on this last stream. You know, I thank Meek for coming in and chatting with me tonight. I know the chat was all over the place. I'm over here kind of due to lack of sleep. But yeah, next live stream is going to be on Saturday. This coming Saturday. Hopefully this week I'll get some more creative wrestlers done. Get my time trials done, because at the end of the month I'll be running the tournament to set the champions for Sex Libre. And then in July, I will be doing my EFED. So for those of you guys watching, thanks for watching. For those of you guys who watch later, thanks for watching. Y'all stay safe and God bless.